Holy crap, I look like Queen Latifah. Okay, we're going with this. Hey guys, as most of you know, December has begun. And to celebrate the beginning of December, I have decided to film a saga of videos in which I will show you how to achieve Christmas themed tutorials that you could wear on Christmas or after Christmas or during Christmas or any other time of the year that you feel like being Christmassy. If you're like me and you're looking forward to Christmas, then you should check out these videos as they really get you into the Christmas spirit and just get you excited for the festive season. Who knows? The world is our oyster. The future looks bright, my friends. So if you want to see how I achieved today's look, which is just a very elegant, subtle kind of Christmas look with a red lip and purple eye, then keep watching. See you later. Okay, so I've started with my hair already up and out of my face, and now we're going to start priming. So to start with, I'm going to be using this. It is the Beauty Mate moisturiser with sunscreen, and my mum gave this to me recently and I find it is very good as a primer. You just put a little bit on your finger and massage that all into your face. Okay, so now that that's all over our face, I'm just going to take my trusty See You Later pause and just put that on my problem areas, so just around my chin, centre of my nose and on my forehead. Okay, so now that our skin is primed, I'm going to be taking two foundations today. As you can see, this one is a lot paler than this one. So this is the L'Oreal Paris Lumi Magique, and this is the Illamasqua Skin Base foundation in SB02. So this is my lightest foundation. It is a little bit too pale for me, and this is my darkest foundation, so perfect match for each other. Shh. And then taking my Expert Face brush by Real Techniques and just blending that in. My skin is hating me. Dry patches all over the place. I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness, guys. So yesterday I finally put through my order on BH Cosmetics and I am so excited. Oh, it's such an affordable site. You should definitely check it out. And I was on their Cyber Monday sale and everything was like over 50% off and it was crazy. I'm so excited. So a haul on BH should be out in maybe a week or two, depending on how long it takes to get here. But as soon as it comes, I'll definitely record because I'm just so keen. So I'm just overall smoothing down my foundation. Ugh. The Real Techniques Expert Face Brush is a little bit coarse, so it gets a bit streaky, but that's okay. We're given hands for a reason. Okay, so now that our foundation is on, we're going to be going in with concealer. This is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. It doesn't have a shade on it. Lighter shade. Always a lighter shade. And my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15 Fair. So I'll just be using this on my eyes and this on my problem areas as it's a little bit darker. I'll just be putting this under my eyes as per usual. Hair, go away. My neighbours have decided to do some DIY, I guess. Just when I'm filming, of course. So, sorry about that. No, get out. Out. Jack. Out. And then I'm just putting the Rimmel concealer up above my pimple areas and down on my chin, sides of my face. I'm breaking out a lot. It's that time of the month, you know how it is. TMI, I'm sorry. So I was blending under my eye with my finger. I love how after you put on concealer and it's all around your eyeballs, you kind of just look like a sphere with like little almonds on your eyes. And then I'm just blending in the rest with my foundation brush. Alright, so all our liquids are down. We're going to set now. First, I'm taking the yellow banana powder in my Modelsprefer Contour kit. Sorry, it's really dirty. I'm just taking that with a setting brush and setting my concealer. Then I'll be taking my Rimmel Stay Matte powder in 003 Peach. And just taking a little bit just to set my face. Dotting that around, so I don't feel so sticky and my foundation lasts all day. So now that we're set, we're going to go into contour and highlighting. So for contouring, I'm using the middle shade in the same contour palette. With the same setting brush, I'm just swirling onto a towel to get rid of the other product. And I'm just taking a tiny bit on my brush. We don't want too heavy of a contour. And just putting that in the hollows of my cheeks. Look at that. Cheekbone. Magic. This colour is very similar to Fawn, I think it's called, by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. Same grey tone for a much better price. Much better price. And then we're just going in with our powder brush, which is the E.L.F Pro 6F, and blending that out. And then we're going to take a tiny bit just at the top of our nose. And then to highlight, I'm using the Eco Minerals White Light Mineral Illuminate. And with the fan brush from Real Techniques, we'll just put a little bit in the lid. Oh, there's lint on my brush. Dust it on there. And right at the top of our cheekbones. Put as little or as much as your heart desires. I like a very intense glow all the time. So I'm packing it on. A little bit on my nose. And a tiny bit on top of my lip. Look at that, look at that. Oh, look like Jennifer Lopez. So then for blush, I'm going to be taking this Savvy Classic blush in Plum. As you can see, it is a very pretty pink. And I'm just going to be using my E.L.F small stipple brush and just putting a tiny bit. That's a terrible sound. This stuff is actually very pigmented. And then again, with my E.L.F brush, I'll just be blending that out. Trying to avoid the highlight because it's already perfect. And then I'm going to be taking the last 2 mils of my makeup finishing spritz by Australis. It's on its last limb. I need to purchase some more. Just spray it so you make sure it doesn't squirt all over your face, and then oh, that's so refreshing. So we're just going to be filling in our brows, and to do so I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. So just focus that around the outside where you have most of your product on your brush. Bringing it down to the tail. And then when you don't have much product left, you can just gently run that through the start of your eyebrows. I was unfocused the whole time. You know, that's cool, that's cool. I don't know why, but my right brow is a lot darker than my left, but I mean, the shadow is also casting on this side, so it looks a lot darker than it is. So now we're going to go onto our eyes. I'm just taking some concealer to prime them, just so my eyeshadow stays all day. And blend that in with your finger. So to start with, I'm just taking this I Heart Nude Essence eyeshadow in 01 Vanilla Sugar. And I'm just taking my setting brush and briefly putting a little bit on there and just setting that concealer. Just so all the other eyeshadows are easy to blend. Ooh, lighting change. Just dust that on your lids and underneath. So to start with, I'm going to be taking this Chi MOCHAS palette, and I'm going to take second from the end, or start, however you see it, this colour right here. just as by transition shade, you know, so everything blends, and just pop that right in the crease. Kind of drag it towards your eyebrow so it's more of a wing shape. So then from this little Modelsprefer eyeshadow quad in Hook Me Up, oh, this baby is hard to open. Ugh. So just from this, I'm going to be taking this shade, which is called the Corner shade, as it has all the steps in it. Not that I follow them. You've got to be a rebel once in your life, right? And just putting that in the crease as well, following the same wing shape. And then from the same Chi Chi's palette, I'm going to be taking this dark brown matte shade right there, fourth from the end. I'm just going to be taking a tiny little bit on the same brush. This is a base shadow brush, by the way. Just a tiny bit, as this stuff is hella pigmented and can be wild. So just putting that in the corner out of V, and then lightly dragging it into the crease as well. Just like that. And then I'm going to be taking this Deluxe Crease brush from Real Techniques, that's so hard to say, and just blending that. And just blending all those colours together so they're all seamless. We're going to be taking this Purple Crease shadow from the same Hook Me Up palette by Modelsprefer, and just really getting my brush up in there. Tapping off a little bit of the excess, and just, as it suggests, really focusing that in the crease. Bring it down to the little bit if you like. Go ham with that shadow. Until pretty much all the other colours that you put down before are blended away. This wing shape, what am I doing? You can skip any of these steps that you think are unnecessary, or if you don't have colours like them, and just really use any shadows that you do have. And then you're going to take that same Expert Crease brush and blend away. So now we're going back into our Mochas palette, and we're going to be taking this pearly white just here. Just go on with your finger, really pack it on. So just take the excess purple from that brush and blend the two together. And then for a final touch of glam, we're just going to be taking this Australis Metallics eyeshadow in Guns and Rose Petals. I'm just going to be taking this little detailer brush, just putting the tiniest bit on that brush, just putting this in the inner corners. And then for our brow bone highlight, we'll be taking the same lid shade that we used from the Mochas palette. That was vertically me. And just taking a little bit of that underneath the brow. So this is how the eye looks. It's very simple, very purple and very sparkly, very pretty. Let's get on to liner. I will be using my Rimmel Scandalized eyeliner. I would tightline, but I can't. I've lost my kohl pencil, but that's okay because I'm going to be putting on false lashes anyway. So we're just going to be doing a little bar liner with this, just very simple, very sleek. Okay, seriously, what's wrong with you? Why are all my eyeliners dry? Okay, last resort. My little E.L.F. liquid liner. Hasn't got much left. It's on its last limb, but that's okay because it's come to save me. Seriously, I wish I could go over to my neighbours and be like,
please shut up and film me. I'm gonna poke myself in the eye, I can feel it.
So next we're doing mascara. I'm just using this Great Lash, lots of lashes. What is this? Maybelline mascara. Nice little one there. And just running that through my lashes, ready for falsies. Now you don't need to use false lashes or anything. Totally optional, but when you've got little stumpy short lashes like me, you kind of need them. So next I'm just using thumb lashes. I've already used these 3 or 4 times. They're by Eyeliner. They're the Katy Perry Honey lashes, I think. Yeah, they're getting a bit grotty. But when you pay $15 for lashes, you're going to use them more than 2 times. So as you can see, they're just very pretty lashes. They flare out a little bit on the sides. Lashes? No lashes. There's no need to argue anymore. So then I'm just taking my E.L.F. liner again and just going over that lash band. So then I'm just taking that detail brush again and going into the purple shade of that Hook Me Up palette. Just taking a little bit of my brush and running that underneath my lower lashes. Just keep it really close to the lashes. So now we're just going to do our bottom mascara. So just take the same mascara and run that under your bottom lashes. Someone's singing with a guitar in my neighbourhood. So now we're going to take the last few spritzes of my finishing spray and just spray that all over. Got thumb in my mouth. And now we're going on to lips. So I'm just going to take this Ultra Balm by Lush. It's just a little lip balm. Just take a tiny bit on my finger and put that on my lips. Let that sink in and then just lightly pat them with a towel. And as I do not have a red liner, I'm just going to take this mauve kind of brown liner. My mother gave it to me and my dog's been at it. But it is the Lauren Hutton Lip Liner 02. That's all it says. I'm just going to line my lips with this. As we're using red, I just don't want it to bleed into the fine lines around my lips. So I just got to line them with something. Then we're taking this Maybelline Coloursensational lipstick in 645 Red Revival. As you can see, it's just a very pretty red. It's a blue based red. It's just classic. And we're just going to fill in our lips. And there you have it, guys. That is the finished Christmas look. As you can see, it is very glowy, very highlighted and pretty, with just a little bit of colour on my eyeball and a classic red lip, which is really the only colour you can ever wear in Christmas. Look at my tinsel. So that's the way it looks. It's very pretty and feminine and just the perfect look for Christmas. You could wear this to a Christmas lunch with your parents, or you could even wear it out for a Christmas dinner or on Christmas Eve when you're taking lots of pictures in front of your Christmas tree. I hope you guys enjoyed my first makeup tutorial. There will be many more to come. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all that funky stuff. It really helps me out in blossoming my new channel. Have a good day. See you guys later. Bye. Look how pretty.